So let's discuss about interim SMC. So here it's an basically my vessel's SMC, interim SMC. So we'll be discussing about what all information this interim SMC consists of. The only difference between SMC and interim SMC is the duration. This interim SMC is only for 6 months. Let's have to check. This is July 26, right? So July, August, September, October, November, December. So might be till December 23 it should be valid. Date of issue and date of validity. The details which it's showing here is have changed. Okay, so January it says it's valid until January 2024. So if we see August, September, August, June, July, August, September, October, November, December and January, it is for 6 months only, right? So we come to know that SMC, interim SMC is for validity is 6 months. And what does it certify? This is to certify that the requirements of paragraph 14.4 of the SM code have been met, and that document of compliance or interim document of the company is relevant to the ship. And okay, so basically this DOC and SMC are interlinked to this. They are issuing SMC and they are saying that it's following the 14.4 of the ISM code and the DOC. That's why they are issuing this. And what all information it consists of, we will be just seeing it. So name of the ship, distinctive numbers or letters, port of registry, type of ship, gross tonnage, IMO number, and name and address of the company. So what is distinctive number of letter? This is basically a call sign, distinctive number or letters, call sign. Then port of registry, like where your vessel is been registered, type of ship, whether it's container, oil tanker, and what gross tonnage it has, then IMO number and address of the company. So this is all about where it is had issued, date of issuance, and the validity. So this is all about the interim safety management certificate. And here information I have changed. Okay, so just for educational purposes. So thank you. We'll be discussing about DOC as well. So we are discussing about this interim MLC, Maritime Labor Certificate. Basically, the Maritime Labor Certificate has a validity of 5 years since it's an interim. So it might have of 6 months like the previous. So it just says 26 January 2024, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so the month of issuance and the month of that is been excluded. February, March, April, May, June and July. Okay, so this is all about it is validity for 6 months. And what all information is consist of? So name of the ship, distinctive number, port of registry, date of registry, gross tonnage. So it's same as the previous interim SMC. And what does it certify? So we have to see what does it certify. So the ship has been inspected as far as reasonable and practicable for the matters listed in Appendix A51 to the convention. The ship has been inspected as far as reasonable and practicable for the matters listed in Appendix A51 of the convention, taking account the verification of the items under B, C and OK. The ship owner has demonstrated to the competent authority or recognized organization that the ship has adequate procedures to comply with the conventions. Okay, basically it has a Maritime Labor Convention which has been basically followed on board ship, and the ship owner has demonstrated it as very well, and the relevant information has been submitted to the competent authority or recognized organization. That can be a flag state as well or any classification society to produce a declaration. Okay, so this is what we have to read, right? The master is familiar with the master, that is captain, is familiar with the requirement. He knows the MLC convention very well, like what rest hours has to be maintained, how much rest to their crew master has to give, and what all facility they should be provided. And if not met, they have to contact the shore personnel and ask for the services. and the responsibility for the implementation. Okay, so he can only implement, right? So master is familiar and ship owner itself has demonstrated that MLC has been followed. And last one says the relevant information has been submitted to the competent authority or recognized organization to produce a declaration of maritime labor compliances. A declaration, right, that which comprises of the MLC information being has to be submitted, and this declaration of maritime labor certificate has been submitted by the vessel or the operator, that is management companies, to the organization. Okay, this is declaration of maritime labels compliances. So this is the information of Maritime Labour Convention 2006. Apply all ships greater than 500 gross tonnage, and validity is for 5 years. And since we were looking for interim, it was validity for 6 months. Okay, now, and the Maritime Labour Convention is one of the fourth pillar of the IMO as well. And let's say if the person is not getting their salary on time, they can contact to MLC, right? Regulation 5.1.5 onboard complaint procedure provides seafarer an option to involve external authorities and raise a complaint regarding rights of the seafarer as per MLC. Now coming to the maritime labor certificate. So this is the maritime labor certificate, and it says like the certifieds that and the provisions of rights. So this is declaration of maritime labor compliance. So this is all they are talking about. The ship has been inspected and verified to be in compliance with the requirement of MLC and the provisions of the attached declaration of maritime labor conventions. Working and living specified in appendix A5(1) of the convention were found to be correspond to the above mentioned countries national. This are summarized. Now these national requirements summarized in and who is been submitted this. Okay, so this is the interim maritime labor certificate. Declaration compliance part 1 is issued by the attending surveyor, and part 2 is completed by the owner. So so we have to remember this A5(1) of the convention mentioned in the appendix. Okay, so this same thing in like it's for the first point, very first point is written the ship has been inspected and reasonable and practicable for the matter listed in appendix A5 to the convention, taking on verification of items under B, C and D below. Okay, so now let's discuss about this interim international ship security certificate. Okay, so what all information consists of: name of the ship, distinctive port of registry, so it is same as that only, name and address of the company identification number. So validity will be around what we say the 6 month only. So what does it certify? So this is a subsequent consecutive and certified. No, okay, this is to certified that the requirement of the section A19 of the ISPS code have been complied with. The certificate is issued pursuant to section 1 of the ISPS. Basically ship is following the ISPS code. Okay, so this is all about the interim ISCC code.